the waiting room. All right. So we can just admit all. Let me just do that. I guess it's going to take a second to get them all in here.
I'm admitting all as fast as I can.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. We're at 99. We may hit the limit. We may hit the limit, baby. All right. We're already over 100. I think we've got room for more. That's all. Fantastic.
It's just a panic number.
Even the entire bed frame, they can ship that to you. Did you know you can get a Mac?
Go. All right. Yep. They're coming in fast and furious. All right. So you're keeping up with that, right, Bruce?
I'm trying. They're coming in unmuted, so I'm having to mute each one individually.
Aha. Got it. All right, everyone, please mute yourself. Please do mute yourself until you're ready to speak. Yes, we're going to have time tonight for Q&A. So I wanted to go through a presentation first because I know many of you are just new to the path to home ownership and you're not aware of all the things it does. Likely you have questions, and this presentation that I'm going to give will give a lot of answers. So we're definitely here after the presentation to answer questions. I've got many of our certified affordable housing providers have chosen to join us tonight, which is fantastic. And we're definitely going to be here to support. It may be that some of the folks that are here tonight are actually helping you already. And that's wonderful. We want everyone to get as much information as you possibly can. I have a saying that says you have to hear it 7 times before you hear it the first time. So definitely, if this is your 2nd, 3rd, 4th time being here, well, congratulations. You're picking up more each time that you come. I do encourage all of our members to come regularly because you will be picking up things until you get into your home. And even when you get into your home, there's going to be things that you need to learn about home maintenance and building your financial net worth and really being able to manage those payments every month, because the ultimate goal is for you to end up with home ownership. And home ownership is such a powerful thing. I bought my first house when I was 18 years old, and I was able to buy that house because I was able to work with the sellers and be able to find a way to be able to purchase a home, even though I didn't have the money, I didn't have the credit, I didn't have a big down payment, but I did have a willing seller. So what you have today and what you're going to learn from are willing sellers that are willing to work with you and help you build your future for yourself and your family. And definitely we want to give you all the details about what that means. Oh my gosh, another 22 people in the waiting room. We're going to try to admit all of those as fast as we can. Thank you so much for being here. Excellent. All right.
Well, let Bruce make me co-host. I'll help get him in.
Okay, wonderful. Let me make you co-host here. I can do that. Oh, it's not giving me that option.
Ron, you already are.
You already are, Ron.
Wonderful.
Okay, thank you.
Got it.
All right. There we go. All right, well, gosh, another 13 in the waiting room. So we'll...
That word is the you said from day one, this has to be
All right, I'm seeing some...
trying to get Alan right.
Please mute yourself when you come on.
Please mute yourself.
Inés.
Thank you. Everyone, please mute yourself. Yes. Awesome.
Por favor, asegúrense que estén con el silenciador, por favor.
All right. Thank you. All right. We still got them pouring in the waiting room. So what a great night. All right. Well, Mr. Paul Gavin, thank you for your comments a little bit earlier about how we are creating ways for all of our licensees to be able to help folks find homes quicker, easier, and better than ever before. That's a special session that I did last night with our licensees to teach and show them how we can access properties for all of you fine people that we're working for and working with to help you get home ownership. So I'm going to do a short presentation here that's going to give you some background, some information. I know that you have questions. Hopefully this presentation is going to give you the information that you're looking for. And once we get done, more than happy to answer more questions for you. Just want to make sure that I get some foundation in here. So I think here is my share screen up, Bruce?
How you doing?
Did we lose our share screen?
Really good code.
Candelia, you need to mute yourself, please.
El viernes tenemos de esto, ¿verdad? ¿Viernes? ¿Tú no sabes todavía?
Edwin, necesitamos que pongas en mute, por favor, gracias.
Lou, I think you got muted.
Hello?
So how much of that did you hear? None of that? All right.
Yep.
Welcome everyone. We're so glad you could join us tonight. I am very excited to give you some great information about the path to home ownership. Great to have a super turnout for you tonight, and looking forward to working with each and every one of you to help you to end up with home ownership. That is our goal. That is our mission. That is our dream. That is our desire. So you're being here tonight. I want you to listen up, listen in. If you've got TV playing, if you've got distractions in the room, if you got kids running around, whatever, get yourself in a quiet place. Get prepared to take notes. I'm going to give you a whole layout for what this is, how this works, and then I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask questions afterwards. So definitely pay attention to everything that I'm saying, because I am going to go as quickly as possible, but I do want to make sure that you get everything you need tonight while we are together. So just a little bit about my background. I was brought to this country, I was in this country. My mom came to this country as a war bride. She was an immigrant. She came on the Queen Mary. She had met her American trooper husband. Everything was going to be fantastic. And then she got here and found out he was an alcoholic and an abuser. So then she was able to, unfortunately, she was here by herself. Then she met my father, her second mistake. So it ended up just being the two of us. And just imagine, no brothers, no sisters, no cousins, no uncles, no aunts, no grandparents, nobody, but just the two of us. And I learned a lot about what life is like when you don't have any money and you don't have any support. So definitely what I'm about to share with you tonight is to give a hats off to that experience, and definitely to help as many people as we possibly can towards home ownership. Now, I've been buying, holding, and selling property for over 40 years. I've learned a lot about what to do and how to do it. And I so much welcome all of you. Just to give you a little bit more about my background. As the Vice President, then President of the Real Estate Leadership Association of America, I took that organization and transformed it into the National Real Estate Investors Association back in 1993. That organization is still in existence today, over 40,000 members strong. I also was the Vice President, then President, and now President Emeritus of the Georgia Real Estate Investors Association, and also the founder and chairman of the Small Owners Council of the Apartment Association. So there's many different things that I've done in my life to be able to serve this industry. These were all volunteer positions that I was able to help with in the industry and give back. And during that time, I was developing a plan, a mission, a dream, a desire that we could help a lot more folks, not only to rent properties, not only to be property providers, but more than that, to actually develop a program where people could end up with home ownership. So who we are is a nationwide network, a multi-service company that buys, repairs, rents, and sells properties. We are dedicated to providing friendly and honest service, customized to fit your needs. We work with all types of buyers and situations, including those who need time to alleviate a shortage of down payment, those who need time to solve credit issues, and those who have never bought a home. We work to create win-win solutions for buyers, sellers, and lenders, and we have over 40 years experience in the housing industry. So we provide housing solutions. Now, each of you will be working with a variety of different providers, and each of those offices are independently owned and operated. So we do give guidance and counsel for each one of those licensees. However, we don't own those offices, and they make their own policies for what can work in their area. Some rules and laws are different from state to state, and so some things that you'll hear me cover tonight may not be available in the area that you want to own a home in. So definitely referring to your local certified affordable housing provider will help you to better get service on what can work in your area. Thanks for being here tonight. As certified affordable housing providers, we're trained to provide solutions for sellers, buyers, and private lenders. We're part of a nationwide network of affordable housing providers, and we're members of the Street Smart Affordable Housing Network. We are A+ accredited with the Better Business Bureau, and that's the national company, the national location is one of those locations, A+ accredited with the Better Business Bureau. Beware of imitations. We are the original. So definitely there's some knockoffs trying to take off what we're doing and rip off what we're doing, but definitely be careful about that because they probably don't have the tools, the training, the technology, or the team that we have after having been in business for over 40 years. So be very careful about, whom you're working with. Make sure that they are legitimate certified affordable housing providers offering the path to home ownership. Our national award-winning program helps the 80% of people who cannot qualify for a home the traditional way end up with home ownership. House sellers help our buyers like you achieve home ownership. Our local company is the recipient of the G.D. Sanford Foundation Community Affordable Housing Provider Award, and many of the folks that you'll be working with have also earned that award. And that means that they have helped families over the past year to get into home ownership. Some people have won this award for over 10 years in helping their local communities. As certified affordable housing providers, I have been trained and certified to share this program with you, and all the folks that wear this brand are the same. They have gone through days of training and certification as well as testing in order to qualify to be certified affordable housing providers. Now, our mission is to transform lives through affordable housing to empower families and individuals to enjoy the American dream of home ownership. During this presentation, you're going to learn who we are, about our unique program, some of the costly mistakes many buyers make, how we are different than traditional sellers, benefits we can provide you over a typical seller, and how you can buy a house today. Yeah, baby, that's why you're here. That's what you want to hear. And that's definitely why we're here, to give you that information. Now, Is this you? Maybe you're self-employed. Maybe you're tired of paying a landlord. Maybe you're dreaming of owning your own home. Maybe you've had a foreclosure in your past. Maybe there was a death. Maybe you want to downsize. Maybe you need a larger home. Maybe you've had a bankruptcy. Maybe you are needing to relocate. How about divorce, IRS problems, medical bills, job loss, job transfer? We can help. The sad truth, approximately 80% of Americans today cannot qualify for to buy a home today. And the reason is, of course, that there's certain boxes that are created from a regulatory standpoint that banks have to live inside that box. But the good news is that our local, privately owned, certified affordable housing provider companies do not live inside that box. And therefore, we can take square blocks of wood and put them into the round holes that are required by banks. What we do is help people, we move them into properties, and then eventually you get good enough credit and good enough down payment to be able to qualify for a loan at the bank if you choose to, or you can just choose to continue to work with our in-house financing program. So whatever you choose is exactly what we're
Oh, you ain't playing no games. You got here faster than most.
All right. Now, would you like to own your own home? What if you could own versus rent, enjoy pride of ownership, build your family's future, and enjoy tax benefits? Here's a customer testimonial. My past medical bills ruined my credit. Your program rebuilt my credit and gave us home ownership. This would not have been possible without you. Thank you. Got to move this thing around here. Traditional home financing options. Some applicants qualify for these now. Maybe it's an FHA loan that provides good interest rates and a 3.7% requirement for down payment, or conventional bank loan. It also provides good interest rates and requires up to 20% down. VA loans are available for veterans. So we do know about those various programs, and we do know that we can help you build up towards that if you're not there yet. Sometimes we review someone's credit and situation and circumstances, and we discover that they're actually in a position to be able to get a new loan from the bank. And in fact, we've got one of our licensees on here tonight that just an hour ago sent me a testimonial saying, "Hello, Lou, you won't believe I was just working with one of our recent leads that we just got a few days ago, found out he had good enough credit, good enough down payment, and I'm getting him qualified for a VA loan right away." So just imagine that might be you, or that might be someone that you're representing. We are going to look at their credit. We're going to look at their down payment. We're going to look at their situation. We're going to see if they can actually qualify now. There's many programs that you're probably not aware of out there that sometimes that actually happens. And in those cases, we're going to just move you right towards home ownership. Sometimes we move you into a home while you're going through that process, because that process can take 30, 60, 90 days. Well, you could actually be living in the home that you're going to be buying while you're going through that process. So definitely, we're going to give you every option available to have success with that. All right, let me see if I can move this up. What if you could qualify for FHA or bank financing? What if you cannot qualify for FHA or bank financing? Join our Path to Home Ownership now. Now, most of you on here tonight are members, and you've already joined the Path to Home Ownership membership. You may qualify for our in-house financing if you have 10% down. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. Or you can qualify for our rent-to-own program, and that lasts for up to 3 years. Now, our program is called the Path to Home Ownership. So what we do is step you up from wherever you are currently in your situation in life. We step you up until we eventually get you into home ownership. And we are a bridge, we are a staircase, we are here to help you obtain that. So in our membership, what happens is that you join credit restoration right away. Many of you already are in credit restoration. I would say congratulations. That's a very brilliant move and definitely helps you move more quickly up the path to home ownership. So whether you're joining us at the bronze, the silver, the gold, or the platinum level, we have a program for you. Now at the rent level, and we're going to go into a little bit more detail in just a moment, but that's the bronze membership. Rent to own is the silver membership. Gold is the agreement for deed in-house financing program, and platinum is the home ownership program. So we like to say a new day, a new way. Become a member today. So we are members of the Street Smart Affordable Housing Network, members of the Better Business Bureau, and definitely all the folks that you'll be working with from our company are certified affordable housing providers. They also are supported by our company, the national company, through coaching, mentoring, and being able to answer questions, support them with the paperwork and the steps necessary in order to help you. Everybody is learning everything all the time, just like you're learning tonight about how to become a homeowner. Our folks are at various levels of training in their quest to become certified affordable housing providers. So I'm not going to say that the person that you're dealing with knows all of the answers, but the good news is they know where to come for the answers. If they get stopped or if they don't have a clear answer, they can turn around, come back to National, and we're more than happy to support and help them, give them all the answers necessary so that you get the proper guidance. This is also one of the reasons that we do these evening meetings, is to definitely give you the direct access to the founder of the company to be able to help you to learn more about who we are, what we do, how we can operate, how we help, and how we're different than others out there, definitely not landlords. So this national program for you and your business is called the Path to Home Ownership. Now, where did this program come from? Well, as I told you earlier, my mom came over as an immigrant to this country. It ended up just being the two of us. And at 12 years old, she tried to buy this home in Charlotte, North Carolina. Unfortunately, after we applied for the loan and after months of work, she was turned down for that loan. And it was devastating for her to realize that the dream, the vision, the desire, the goal was crashed at that moment in time. She wasn't going to be able to buy a home, and I wasn't going to be able to move from the apartments that I was raised in. I wasn't going to be able to move and live in a home. And so that was devastating to her. And in fact, when that happened, she never wanted to talk about it again. She never wanted to imagine that that would happen, because the force of losing her dream, losing her vision, losing her desire was so impactful that she just didn't want to talk about it ever again. Well, fortunately, I didn't give up on that, and I was able to buy my first house when I was 18 years old, and my mom was my first tenant. My mom moved in with me, and I tell the story, she paid $100 a month in rent and cooked some meals and washed some clothes, and it was all wonderful. So I thought to myself, what would happen if we had something where a program like I've just gone over with you existed. So as life has developed for me as a real estate investor, I found out that I really wasn't that. I was more of someone else. I was an affordable housing provider. And it was because we had developed a way for folks to end up with home ownership, where landlords don't do that. Landlords just rent property. That's the extent of their involvement with you. They're just renting that property, and that's the end of it. but that's not what we do. And we definitely want to make sure that we are there for you and we're helping you as much as possible to achieve that goal. All right.
This is it?
We've definitely had success with the program. We've had many people take our program all the way through to being able to qualify for a new loan at the bank. Here's Stacy Ann. She's a platinum buyer. She closed after 2 years.